Mr. Beast, man. Yeah, we're talking about him again. And listen, I don't need to bring this up, but I want to, so I will. I feel like it needs to be brought up every time we discuss this guy, that his childhood, lifelong best friend turned out to be a transgender, sex-crazed pedophile on Discord. Like, bro, that doesn't just happen, you know? Like, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna wake up one day with Twitter trending because my buddy who I've been friends with since day one, who our balls dropped together at the same time, turned out to be fucking children, you know? That's not gonna happen. But it happened with Mr. Beast, and now he's got a theme park in Saudi Arabia. So it just shows you that really anything's possible. You could be friends with the biggest freakazoid, the biggest Freakatron 3000 in your village, and still turn out to be almost a billionaire off YouTube. But we're not talking about money. We're not talking about Chris Tyson. We're not talking about any of these things. We're talking about something I think a lot more people can talk about, which is burgers. Mr. Beast did launch a burger chain some point in 2022, and he did this through utilizing a system on Uber Eats called a ghost kitchen. That is where you take a pre-existing restaurant and use their ingredients to basically create a store that doesn't exist except for online. So you're ordering from Mr. Beast Burger, this restaurant, but the actual restaurant is just ingredients from like a Denny's or something like that. So they're making your food, you know, jack up the prices a little bit. It's all just marketing, right? It's all fake. But anyway, this restaurant fucking gone. You can't order from it anymore. It doesn't exist. Mr. Beast Burger hit the curb, and I honestly tried this shit a few years ago. Yeah, I probably should have taken a fucking shot of like a vaccine the next day, you know? Should have gotten a penicillin shot. Shit probably gave me an STD. God forbid, bro. Maybe Chris Tyson jizzed in my fucking burger. But yeah, I mean, listen, let's be honest. I'm not just saying this for the camera. It was the most disgusting shit I ever ordered. Now, obviously results vary, but when I ordered Mr. Beast Burger, which I did, it was like raw, the fries disgusting. Everything looked like fucking poop, bro. I don't know if this was ordered from a restaurant near me or if they had literally shipped this in from India, but that question remains unanswered. Let's talk about the downfall of Mr. Beast Burger.
Back in 2022, MrBeast Burger empire had over 2,000 restaurants across the world, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue each year. But fast forward to 2025, and that revolutionary restaurant is basically a zombie brand.
Before we dive back in, here's something you can actually do when you're bored. Play games and get paid for it. If you click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen, you can sign up for freecash.com right now and start earning. It's simple. You create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your Freecash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in 10 to 20 bucks a day, but if you put in the effort, you can earn a hell of a lot higher. If you spend a couple dollars in game, you can hit the levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds or even $500 or more on certain offers. You don't have to spend anything. You can stick to the free offers and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there and scrolling, you're making money and playing at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You got PayPal and gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. Sign up for free. Start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll also get a bonus $5 to kick things off. It is a zombie brand, and Mr. Beast, I love you, but you need to understand there's some things that aren't meant for you. There's some things that aren't your calling. YouTube is your calling. YouTube is my calling. Burgers are not your calling. There's no way this guy woke up with a boner for burgers. He didn't just wake up thinking, oh, I have a zest for life. I'm gonna reinvent the patties that we use to make burgers, and I'll make the buns extra crispy. Like, dude, you don't give a fuck. He's doing a cash grab, a shameless cash grab, a cash grab that I fully support, but I feel like he can do cash grabs in better ways. You know, there's no way this guy can't make money, and I just think that if your route is burgers, it's like maybe that's not the one you should go down.
The last standing chains are hanging on for dear life. The company behind it is suing MrBeast for $100 million. They've shut down almost all restaurants, and right now there's only one real dine-in MrBeast Burger left at a mall in New Jersey. So yeah, today we're talking.
I gotta go visit that. There's one left? Well, I mean, before this shit closes down, I have to pay a visit. Holy shit. Also, no disrespect, because I know I've gotten probably a little bit chubbier this year. MrBeast definitely hopped on Ozempic. 100% he's on that semaglutide. So in this, I mean, listen, if anything, him being chubby in this photo just shows you how fucking good the product was. The MrBeast burger, he couldn't stop eating it. Yeah, but no, realistically, there's no way it was that good.
Talking about the very satisfying fall of Beast Burger, how it went from a YouTube genius move to please stop serving this to humans in less than 3 years. So to be fair, the launch was pretty crazy. In the December of 2020, the world's in lockdown, restaurants are dying, and Jimmy drops a video called "I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it."
Sorry to interrupt, strange British guy, but I have to just say, man, imagine being one of the 7 people behind MrBeast who have navigated life to the point where they're now flipping MrBeast burgers for money. That's truly sad. That's truly a sad fate, because McDonald's is one thing. McDonald's, everybody knows, right? Everybody knows McDonald's. Somebody has to flip the burgers for McDonald's. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has to be flipping MrBeast burgers, okay? You should be free. This is like indentured servitude. You're like actually living in serfdom. You will die, and on your tombstone, where, you know, normally it'll say loving father, mother, sister on your tombstone, this will say MrBeast burger flipper. And that is something that, honestly, in order to avoid having written on your tombstone, you have to shoot everybody in this restaurant and flee for dear life. You have to air this bitch out and move to like fucking El Salvador.
Dying, and Jimmy drops a video called "I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it." He's handing people's burgers and cash.
Dude, look who it is. That's crazy, bro. Wow. Poor guy, huh?
Sorry for the wait, here's $100, here's a free iPad, here's a car.
Money for you, money for you, money for you, money for you. You better come get a Beast burger. I'm sorry for making you wait, here's $100. Thank you. You might want to give another 100.
Whoa, what the fuck? Do I know that guy?
Get a Beast burger.
I think I know that guy.
I'm sorry for making you wait, here's $100.
Dude, that looks so much like somebody who I know.
Thank you. You might want to give another 100. It's gonna be a second. Chris said it'll be a second. Here's another 100. It's a burger and some money. All right, it's nice meeting you. Here you go. Enjoy. Dude, I don't have any burgers right now, but here's $100. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. This is the car I bought. I bought that car this morning on an impulse to give away, and since you got sideswiped, I thought we might as well give it to you. Yes.
No, because I was just sitting there complaining about how I was gonna get my car fixed.
Sorry, miss. You didn't fake cry loud enough. The mic didn't really pick up what you were saying. Would you mind breaking down in tears, talking us how when you grew up, it was horrible for you? Your dad came home drunk every night and then beat the fuck out of you. Can you get that story a little closer to the mic when I give you your $100? And then your kid in the background, does he have any learning disabilities that we could exploit for content? Oh, he does? Oh, he has autism? Perfect. Let's roll down that window and hear him talk about how much he likes trains and MrBeast burger. We'll make MrBeast burger his new fixation.
Thank you.
No problem. Are you crying? Oh, she's gonna make me cry.
Are you crying over money? What are you, some sort of fucking cattle? What are you, some fucking servant of capitalism and not a master of it? You haven't amassed a fortune that'll last you generations? What are you, some sort of pig? Are you a fucking pig? Is that what you are? Why don't you oink for me? Why don't you oink for me? Like the pig that you are. You're such a fucking pig. I should have you slaughtered in my MrBeast slaughterhouse where we unethically take pigs, turn them into shitty bacon for our shitty burgers. Fuck you.
Get nothing, like, for real, I work hard for everything I got. I don't get nothing handed to me.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
Handle this.
And at the
Yeah, bro, that's actually crazy. This dude has no soul.
same time, he announces MrBeast Burger. 300 plus locations in the US on day one, quickly expanding to around 1,700 ghost kitchens across multiple countries, all run through delivery apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash. And the idea sounds pretty genius. Instead of building a bunch of actual restaurants, MrBeast partners with a company called Virtual Dining Concepts. They slot his menu.
By the way, this shit is an evil business. It's like an evil business model, because what you're doing is you are taking eyeballs away from real restaurants and replacing those eyeballs, those impressions, with your advertisement for slop food. So basically, these like family-owned diners that are operating on Uber Eats, they have one impression, right? You only see their name once. It doesn't pop up 12 times. And because of that, they have one opportunity to grab your eye as a potential customer. Meanwhile, MrBeast Burger can show up in like 50 different ways because it's the same exact kitchen just under different names. And I think that's fucked. I think that's evil.
into existing kitchens, your local random diner, chain restaurants, whatever, who cook the food using Beast Burger recipes. MrBeast supplies the brand, the menu, and the clout. The restaurant supplies the staff, the kitchen, and ingredients. And the delivery apps do the rest.
Where's MrBeast Burger? How many of them do you have?
Right now, we don't have any physical. We have 1,600 virtual restaurants.
So you order it online and then they deliver it?
Yeah, so like, let's say you own a mom and pop restaurant.
Right.
You literally just sign up, go through the course, you learn.
Yeah, let's say you own a mom and pop restaurant when the reality is this guy has only used like large chains. That's so funny. Let's say that you're just a guy with a chip on his shoulder trying to make his way through life and you've opened a restaurant and you're barely making ends meet. The Lord and Savior MrBeast will now have your ingredients turned into fuel for his MrBeast burger vision. That's not what happens. You think he partners with those people?
How to make all the stuff on a menu, and you just order our ingredients and our packaging, and then you just flick it on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you can start taking orders, and we let you keep a majority of the revenue. So it's basically like, it's a win-win for restaurants, especially when COVID first hit. It was like huge for a lot of restaurants because I was pushing it really hard back then, and like some restaurants, you were literally laying off people, and then they started serving Beast Burger, and some of them doing like 10 grand a week.
For struggling restaurants during COVID, this was low-key a lifeline. They got extra orders, Beast Burger gets instant nationwide reach, and Jimmy gets to look like the guy who saved restaurants and sold millions of burgers. And it worked. At first, the launch trended #1 on Twitter, fans crashed the apps, and the chain reportedly pulled in over $100 million in revenue by 2022. On paper,
that is impressive.
This was the greatest YouTuber business move of all time. In reality, it's where the speedrun to disaster quietly started. Here's the problem with ghost kitchens. You're not controlling MrBeast Burger, you're controlling the vibes. And the vibes don't cook meat to a safe temperature. Because Beast Burger was being made in hundreds of totally different kitchens, quality was basically a coin flip. Some people got decent food, others opened a delivery.
That's actually really smart because if I'm one of these people who is getting offered to cook MrBeast Burger in my kitchen, I'm gonna make like uncooked meat. I'm gonna make like a raw burger because I know I won't be blamed for it. I know Beast will. He's gonna take all the hits. They're gonna hit up MrBeast support on Twitter and they're gonna be like, yo, why don't you tell us which restaurant did this? And they're gonna be like, dude, I don't fucking know, the one near me that you picked. It'll be so funny. But no, I mean, the reality is this lack of accountability for the restaurants unfortunately did actually fuck with MrBeast brand, because when you have an undercooked burger and the packaging has MrBeast on it, who do you think gets blamed, right? So even though it's not his fault, he did take some hits for it. And I know I'm kind of rattling on, joking about how he has no soul and whatever, right? That's easy to do because he's so rich and successful and because a lot of his thumbnails look soulless, and I think he overall is somewhat a student of Cthulhu. But overall, I mean, he's a great guy. And so like at the end of the day, even though he did get blamed for this, I don't think it's really his fault, and he's done more good than bad, yada yada yada. You get the idea.
To find burgers that were raw in the middle, orders missing half the ingredients, burgers that looked nothing like the primary pics, like someone tried to draw a burger from memory instead of cooking one.
It's December 19th.
Okay, that might be mooing still. That cow might be walking away from you temporarily.
And just ordered this. And it's 10:26 p.m. in Arizona. Order it from
He's dropping the date and time. This is crazy, bro. He's documenting this like he just walked on the moon.
the Val Vista baseline location and got raw meat.
You'd see TikToks of the impossible Beast-style burger that looks like a Krabby Patty mod from a PS2 game. One customer literally said they felt like they'd let their kids down after getting such awful food, only to realize it came out of a random 7-Eleven kitchen. That was
They have kitchens in 7-Eleven? The more you know.
the problem. MrBeast is the face, sure, but the people actually cooking, some anonymous line cook in the back room juggling 10 different virtual brands at once. You had YouTubers like Eddie Burback digging into ghost kitchens and finding one location running dozens of different restaurants from the same kitchen, health inspectors not even knowing half these brands existed,
That's
no
true.
central system tracking.
You know what's especially bad is there was one time I was trying to go to a restaurant and it was a ghost kitchen. But for some reason, it showed up on Google Maps and it said it was open because it was, I think, open because the ghost kitchens are like always 24/7. But the restaurant that it was operating out of was closed. So I was walking to a closed restaurant for like 20 minutes and I got there and I'm just confused. So I just assumed it was a bug on Google Maps. But then I learned what ghost kitchens were. and it was crazy. So it's like these restaurants, they need to stop like taking on these ghost kitchens because they are opening themselves up to so many liabilities, and it's not even worth the profit. I feel like the profit's not even that much because the people who brought you this opportunity are probably going to take a lot of the profits. So you're opening yourselves up to all the liability without like even that much of the upside. It doesn't even seem worth it.
How many ghost brands are operating or where? So when people ordered Beast Burger, they weren't getting MrBeast special restaurant, they were getting some guy in the back swirling through 44 Uber Eats tabs and hoping the patties defrost in time.
I investigated secret ghost kitchens, starting off with Beast Burger, which according to Google Maps runs ghost kitchens out of gas stations, Thai restaurants, and even Mexican restaurants, and it turns out this was semi-true as they were slinging Beast Burgers out of all these places, even inside of a Friendly's. After this I had Tender Shack, which is a popular Uber Eats chicken spot, and it turns out they were just making these out of an Outback Steakhouse. Even crazier is that it was the same exact chicken as they were using in their kids' meal. Pardon My Cheesesteak was up next, which is a virtual kitchen owned by Barstool employees, and I saw that it was served out of IHOP, and I thought it would at least be a separate cheesesteak from IHOP's cheesesteak, but it turns out to be the same exact thing. The conspiracy ran even deeper though, because It's Just Wings, a popular DoorDash restaurant, is just Chili's wings repackaged, and Conviction Chicken, a popular Uber Eats restaurant, is just Friday's wings.
Yeah, all these ghost kitchens try to be funny with their names. It's like, pardon my cheesesteak. Pardon my cheesesteak. Pardon me if I call you a fucking slur, right? And then eventually you'll have some name where it's like the Mother Clucker Emporium. It'll be like a chicken place, you know? And what was the other one? Sorry, what did he say? Like a Mighty Wings?
Be the same exact thing. The conspiracy ran even deeper though, because It's Just Wings.
It's just wings. It's just wings. What are you so afraid of? It's just wings. You think they're gonna fly away? They're just wings. It's just wings, man. Swipe for insights about the store and highlights from the menu. It's just wings. Yeah, but what kind of wings? Like, are they buffalo? Are they mild? Are they hot honey? A garlic? What kind of wing? No, shut the fuck up. They're just wings. It's just wings. Like, I don't know if me asking questions is a crime, but It's Just Wings seems to think so.
It's a popular DoorDash restaurant, is just Chili's wings repackaged, and Conviction Chicken, a popular Uber Eats restaurant.
Conviction Chicken with a side of Hallelujah honey sauce. Conviction Chicken. How about I actually can't. Yeah, okay. Immediately I thought of a slur and then a funny word that rhymed with the slur. Restaurant. You can make it up in the comments. I actually cannot pronounce that on YouTube, so I prefer to make money, but Conviction Chicken is funny.
Is just Friday's wings repackaged. Even Chuck E. Cheese has a restaurant called Pasquale's Pizza that runs out of there, and spoiler alert, it's the same exact pizza as Chuck E. Cheese's. And the weirdest part of all of this is that none of the workers that I confronted seemed to have any clue that this was happening right under their noses in their very own restaurants' kitchens. Very strange.
And luckily, MrBeast did notice the mess. When people posted photos of
you can get that Chris style burger, bro. Yo, who chomping on that Chris style? Dude. Imagine when you order the Chris style burger, instead of a receipt, they just print out a chat log of all the pedophile messages he sent.
Disgusting burgers, Jimmy would personally reply, apologize and offer refunds. He even shrunk the delivery radius in some areas so food didn't arrive stone cold. But at the end,
I do hate that this guy worships money though. It's very cringe. Like, I think the whole money worshipping shit is so whack. Like, yeah, we know money is all that matters. At the end of the day, money can get you a better life. It can get you a better circumstance for your friends. It can open doors up that were never previously open. Yeah, money rules the world. We all know this. If you don't understand how important money is, then you're either like a hippie or a retard. And there's benefits in being both for your, mental health. But at the end of the day, I get very sick and tired of him leveraging money in place of actual value, which sounds sort of ironic because money is actual value. But sort of like as a viewer, if you're getting tired of something, if something bores you, this guy's solution is to, remind you how much money is at stake. There's 50 grand on the line. Don't click off. Your dying grandma's calling you. You don't understand. Last to leave the circle gets 500K. 500K. Conceptualize how far that would go for your dying grandmother. Don't answer the phone. So it's like all these things that really shouldn't keep you watching a video, that he has sort of artificially made it so that people who are watching are like, sort of like, what's that old test? Is it Pavlov's dog? Where it's like the dog will be given a treat, and whenever they give the dog the treat, they'll shake a whistle or they'll shake a bell. And then eventually they'll stop giving the dog treats, but they'll still shake the bell and the dog will still salivate because he associates the treat with the bell. And so the bell will just trigger the same reaction. Like MrBeast has this sort of Pavlov's dog, like dollar sort of thing where whenever his viewers are getting bored, he just reminds them like, money, money, are you salivating? Are you watching? Are you subscribing? And I don't like that, right? Like I love money, right? And if you are nice enough to subscribe to me and watch my content, you should know that benefits me financially. I have a decent amount of money, not that much, right? But it's all because people have watched my content. What I would never do is hold the money that people have given me, like I would never jiggle it at them like keys to get them to keep watching my content, you know? That just feels very strange. And he's a good person. He's done a lot of good. This isn't a criticism that should be viewed as something where I'm trying to take away from the good he's done. I find this in itself to be worthy of criticism. And so I hope you guys get what I'm saying with this. I just find that it's not only repetitive, but it insists upon itself.
Even shrunk the delivery radius in some areas so food didn't arrive stone cold. But at the end of the day, he wasn't the one running the kitchens. He was locked into a deal with virtual dining concepts, and the only tool he really had was public apologies. So they tried a different approach. Open one real restaurant so they could fully control. In 2022, MrBeast opens his first physical MrBeast burger at American Dream Mall in New Jersey. Over 10,000
Oh, I've been here a few times.
people showed up.
Holy fuck.
Cops were called. The mall needed wristbands just to control the crowd.
Thousands of people crowded the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford for a restaurant opening.
YouTube star MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 100 million subscribers, and now he's got a burger joint, his first brick-and-mortar restaurant.
Until now, the burgers were made in ghost kitchens and could only be ordered on delivery services, so some fans traveled from far away for the big grand opening.
I am absolutely stunned by the amount of people that have traveled here from cross-country, out of the country, and some have never even tried one of these burgers.
That's
Unlike
crazy.
the ghost kitchens, this spot actually had a consistent kitchen, staff trained specifically on the Beast menu, proper branding, and dining.
The Beast menu. What's your diet? I'm on carnivore. Oh, I'm on the Beast menu. What?
Experience. And funnily enough, that place, it's still open in 2025. Business Insider did a review earlier this year, said the food was solid, the experience was fun, and the restaurant felt like a big MrBeast ad playground. So when Beast Burger was under direct control, it was pretty solid. When it was scattered across faceless ghost kitchens, you might get a decent dinner, or you might get a salmonella speedrun. By mid-2023,
Salmonella. Dude, that's so awesome. Listen, you know, MrBeast did reach out to me one time. This is on everything I love. This isn't a joke. There was a video I had made where I talked about I forget what it is, but he responded basically saying that something I had said wasn't like up to date, I think, and he had corrected me. And then I was so fucking drunk when he had sent this to me. I sent him this like 5-minute long voice note. I was like, yo, Beast, what's good? Good to hear from you. And I was just going on. And like, it was super embarrassing. But at the same time, it's like he left me on open. Or no, he didn't even open it. He left me on fucking delivered. So he didn't even open the thing. And it's like Jimmy, like I know that you're cool as shit. You got a BWC, a huge white cock, and you're the coolest white boy since fucking Jack Harlow or Eminem. But give me the time of day. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. You're cool, you're rich, and you're probably whatever. I'm not gonna glaze you. But at the end of the day, like, respond to my text, bro. How about you don't leave me undelivered? How about you respond? We'll play a game of cup pong or something, all right? I'll stop running this like anti-Beast propaganda. Just slide me a few bands. I'll keep my mouth shut forever. Pay for my fucking rent for 1 month. How about that? Okay? You wiped your ass with my rent. You literally probably used my rent money as like a decorative candle. You let it on fire, you watch it. I'm not e-begging. Don't actually pay my rent. That'd be humiliating.
Jimmy seemed completely done. In June, a fan noticed his original Beast Burger launch video was quietly deleted and asked if the brand was over. Jimmy replied saying he was moving on from Beast Burger to focus on Feastables, and that he couldn't guarantee the quality of orders because of the ghost kitchen model. He even admitted he'd signed a bad deal and that they
Ready for this? Here's the solution. Make frozen air fryer friendly chicken nuggets. They're packaged already, so there's no quality control concerns. You put them in the freezer, you take them out, you put them in the air fryer, and they're done. You can make them beast shaped. I don't know why he doesn't do this. Beast, if you're watching, give me my fucking money for that idea. Bro, beast shaped frozen chicken nuggets. How about Beastables? Not Feastables, Beastables. Or like, you know, Beasties. Little beast nuggets. So easy. I already eat chicken nuggets. They're kind of anabolic.
The company running it wouldn't let him stop, even though it was hurting his brand. Those tweets got deleted pretty fast, which tells you everything you need to know. Then in July, Jimmy went nuclear. He sued Virtual Dining Concepts in federal court, accusing them of serving inedible food, failing to protect his reputation, focusing on signing more locations instead of fixing quality, even trademarking MrBeast and locking him out of money from his own brand. Basically, I gave you my face, my name and my clout, and you turned it into a meme for bad food. From a moral angle, he kinda has a point. Most casual customers don't know what a ghost kitchen is, they just see MrBeast burger, get a cold, sad sandwich, and think MrBeast served them trash. But then the Uno reverse card hit. A week later, Virtual Dining Concepts filed a $100 million countersuit against MrBeast. They claimed Jimmy's public complaints defamed their company, negative reviews were just a small minority, but his tweets gave them massive attention. He tried to bully his way out of the contract when he didn't get more ownership, and that he only was the greedy one for walking away from a successful business. So now you've got this weird situation where MrBeast is suing to shut down his own restaurant, the company running it is suing to keep using his name and squeeze it for money, all while his fans are still out there ordering burgers thinking it's a wholesome MrBeast project, when behind the scenes it's just lawyers throwing chairs at each other. And as of 2024 to 2025, the legal mess is still hanging over the brand. Beast Burger is still technically being operated by Virtual Dining Concepts, even though MrBeast himself has publicly moved on and basically wants the whole thing dead. While all of this was happening, the ghost kitchen industry itself started collapsing. The same Business Insider report that talks about Beast Burger also talked about ghost kitchens as a whole. Tons of virtual brands quietly shutting down, customers sick of getting low effort, low quality food from the mystery kitchens, health inspectors struggling to regulate anything, Virtual Dining Concepts still clinging to MrBeast as one of their last big names. It's like FaZe Clan but with Greece. The name is still technically out there, but the people who built it are embarrassed to be associated with it. So as of 2025, Beast Burger is pretty much dead. A couple virtual kitchens left open, only one real location, and MrBeast currently fighting a $100 million lawsuit in court. Long story short, it's dead, and it was a failure. MrBeast prioritized growth and amount of stores open versus quality and brand trust. So that was a satisfying fall of MrBeast's Beast Burger. Have you guys tried it? Will you try it? And do you think it was?
I have tried. Yeah, I got tested afterward. They did unfortunately find worms in my stool. So yeah, it looks like I had some parasites contracted from the Beast Burger, which happens to the best of us, happens to the breast of us. And let me take off this mic condom. Let me talk to you directly. MrBeast Burger, I wish you the best. I hope that you can make a comeback. I know that it might be hard to do so, but he's got the capital. What is it, $10,000 to open a Chick-fil-A? How about $10,000 to open a MrBeast Burger, bro? I honestly would dine there, but don't make it MrBeast Burger. How about just like Beast Burger? Make the logo a little different. Stop reusing the assets. It'll be huge. It'll be huge. I'll eat there. I'll dine there. I'll take my first date there. I'll literally, and no joke, when me and my wife get married on our 10-year anniversary, when we're talking about like how we first met, I can't wait to tell her the very Beast Burger where we had our first date is where I'm taking us tonight. And she'll be like, "Aw, are you gonna get the Chandler style? Like I did on the first date, honey. We'll have a candle. It'll be so nice. It'll be great." But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike.